To test my sprite sheet, I'm going to build a very simple setting screen. And first, I'm just going to use my individual images that I've designed in a different video. You might already have some HTML and some graphics that you want to turn into a sprite sheet. And in that case, you can just skip this video. But if not, then follow along and build a very simple setting screen. I removed everything else but the game itself here from the HTML and the CSS, so I don't have anything else to distract me. And then I'm going to build a setting screen. First, I'm going to create a div with the ID of settings. And this would, of course, be beneath all your other screens that you have, your game screen, your game over screen, your start screen, your level complete, and so on. And let's just give that a headline of settings. And I just realized that I should also have a title, maybe say sprite sheets and sprite animations. So, and this is my settings. And inside that, I just want my two buttons, my two mute buttons to mute the sound effects and the music. And I'm going to build it in a div for my audio settings. And inside that div, I think I want a grid with first my mute sound effects button. And that's just going to be a plain div. And next to that, the text of mute sound effects. And then I'm going to copy that and just change mute SFX to my music button and mute music, not effects, just music. Yes, this is how it should look. I'm just going to select a different font. You probably already have one, but the Google font Open Sans, I think I will like that. And this one. How to do that? I copy this one here. Nice, now we have that. And then in my CSS, I'm going to design my settings. First, I'm going to set the font family to Open Sans. Now it looks great. I want to put it in a box that is centered, so let's position absolute here and center it on the middle of the screen, left 50%, and now of course it's the top left corner that has been centered. So let's move that 50% in each direction, like that. And let's put it in a box that we can see with a background color and nice almost white. Let's just give it a bit more size here and a bit of a shadow. That's something like that. It's a bit too dark. Make it a brighter gray. Yes, that is nice. And oh yeah, also I want to make sure that the font is dynamically sized. It's too small. Yeah, that's good. And this one should be a bit, it shouldn't have a margin up there, so let's say margin 0 at the top, 0 at the right, 1 at the bottom. That's a bit too much. 0.5, that's too little. 6, 7, 7. Oops. 6. Yeah. Good. And now I want to display my button here for just for one of them. The mute FXS SFX button. No, I'm going to give them a class mute button so they can both have the same class, and thus I will save myself a lot, say 2 lines of CSS. So my mute button here would be some width, I say 10 VV, and the height is the half. And it's a background image of my button unmuted. And yes, perfect. And now I just need to position them next to each other, so I need a grid here for my audio settings. Display grid. That didn't do much. I need to give it a grid template of, say, yeah, the rows right now there are 2, but let's just say auto. And the columns are, yeah, the first one is 10 VB, we know that. And the second one is just set it to max content. Yeah, and a bit of gap. Grid gap of 2 VB. So, nice. Now we have, I should have a, this should be clickable, so I'm just going to add a cursor pointer. If I can hit. There we go. So this is how it should look, and it is nice and responsive. Yes, scalable, perfect. So this is now ready to include my sprite sheets. I'm not going to do any JavaScript yet before I have sprite sheets.